Hey, what's up, everybody? So in today's video, I want to talk about fear, but there's 5 root emotions that rule us all, and I think that that's why I am leaning towards talking about overcoming our emotions or working with them, processing them, and not just suppressing them. Because in suppressing them, we don't live authentically. We're not our true selves because we hold back in some form or another. So, wait, before I get into that, if you've been listening to my last videos, 2 things. I made the email list, so please sign up below when you're ready. And then the other one is everywhere you go, there you are, right? And so what I mean by that is everywhere you go. Right now I'm making this video, you're watching this video, we have the big 5, which is joy, fear, anger, sadness, and disgust. And anytime, any moment, singular moment, those emotions can trigger us to close this video or have that social anxiety where you don't go talk to somebody or do anything, right? Because in this specific situation, I'm about to be talking about fear. You get fear and you stop, or you get angry and you lash out, or you get sad and you want to cry, or you get disgusted and you don't want to do it. Or my favorite is you get joy and it brings you happiness and love and gratitude, and that's really my favorite. That's what I go for. I really try to be joyful as much as possible because that's where I just feel the most aligned, right? But even then, when I am doing those happy, grateful, loving thoughts, life happens. Shit happens. Things get in the way, and it triggers your fear, your anger, your sadness, and your disgust. And I think in today's economy, today's world, most of us are fear-based. In crypto, they call it FUD, right? In investing, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And those 3 things allow people to get really, really rich because they prey on that FUD, right? They call it FUD. And that's not a good thing. That's where it really separates the boys from the men, the girls from the women, if you will, right? Because fear messes with you in ways that you're not even aware of. And so that's why I'm kind of really focusing on fear. I really think that fear is the way to overcoming our anxiety, our insecurity, our the way that we panic, and the way that we worry. And at the same time, it teaches us what we need to do if we lean into it, right? Like I have that fear of not being enough. I have a fear of belonging. I have a fear of not being loved. I have a fear of not being seen. I have a fear of rejection. I am fear-based. and I have to overcome these, and because of that, I see that, and I see that that this world is in a fear-based world, and we need to overcome it together. Because if we could do that, then we could thrive, not just as a singular entity, but as a collective, as a tribe, as a world at large. And I know this from the bottom of my heart, because if you look at the wealth spectrum, right, you got the poorest of the poor and the wealthiest of the wealthiest and anything in between, and every single person has fears. Every single one, whether they say it or not, they have it. And I mean, if you have a fear that you want to share, comment below and tell me, because maybe we could help each other. Maybe we can help you overcome it, and you could have a breakthrough. You can transform from being locked up to being free. Imagine what you could do if you were free. Truly. You already know. You think about it all the time. You think about all the things that happen or that can happen if you could just overcome that fear. But it holds you back. It holds you back from living authentically, because you're not able to be your true self. You're not able to be who you want to be. You're misunderstood. you're alone. Maybe you're alone, maybe you're not. You might feel alone, and that's just not that's not a way to live. That's not living authentically. You're not being your true self, and because of that, you might not think that people accept you for who you are. Like, I know I have that issue. I see that everybody has their own philosophies, their own psychologies, and their own economies, and it's hard for me to share that with people because I got so caught up into it that I didn't know how to share that. But I'm starting to figure it out, and I think that it comes from our fears, or I know for me it comes from my fears. I have a fear of not being good enough. Like, why me? Why is it that I found this out and I'm trying to share it? Like, I haven't really found anybody else trying to share this. They do, but not in the way that I was trying to, because the way that I saw it was that it's a whole field of knowledge. Like, there should be people getting degrees in this, and maybe one day they will, because it's that important. And I think that we just have tuned ourselves out from our spirit and our soul, and anytime that we feed into our fears, we're not living authentically, and it's costing us our soul, our spirit. It degrades us. It takes our power away. It it takes our confidence away. It takes our love and our intimacy away. It takes our purpose away. It takes our money away. It takes our identity away. And sometimes it even takes our faith away. And it's like, we have to overcome all of that to increase our self-worth. We have to reclaim our power. We have to just feed our emotions, pay attention to our emotions. A lot of people, including myself, we suppress them. We numb the pain, so to speak, right? But it's emotional pain. We numb that. Like, it's not like it's physical pain. Sometimes it's physical pain. Sometimes you get hurt, and so you gotta take medicine, or like you drink or whatever. But most of the time, it's emotional. It's that scarcity mindset. It's people call it ego death, right? And it's just not healthy. It's not productive. It takes us away from living authentically and finding our purpose in life. And you don't want that. You really don't. I don't, at least. And if you don't, then you're in the right spot. I like to think you're in the right spot, because moving forward, I really want to help people overcome their fears, and find their purpose and align with that, so you can live a happy, healthy life, that's true to yourself, authentically. That's important. I got nothing else. Sign up to the email below. I love you.